What's up, guys? This is China here with the Indie as Fuck podcast, and I have a super special guest today. I have Devour. What's up?
Hey, what's poppin'?
Yeah,
China,
okay.
what's poppin'? We
What's
outside,
poppin'? What
baby.
you been
What's
devouring
up?
lately? What you been devouring?
Man, ever since they let me off parole, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back to being outside, so I'm just trying to go and get it now. You feel me?
Okay, I hear that. So when did they officially let you off of parole?
Damn. So, late September, early October.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you kind of been outside for a little bit, like
Yeah.
not too much, but
Yeah.
okay, awesome.
Yeah.
What are some of the first places you want to go?
Man, I'm trying to go everywhere. Shit.
You're trying to go everywhere. You deserve that. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
like even being out here, I was like, man, I don't think I ever even been to Irvine. No cap. Like,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to just be outside. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Well, so much has changed. Like we talked about before we hopped on here, Different being your last album that you dropped and the success that had, which still carries on to this day.
Yeah.
You know,
thank
people,
God,
yeah,
you feel me?
people,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very rare when someone is gone for a large amount of years to come back and still be on top of shit. Like you went and you performed at Rolling Loud. Like
shut that shit down. You feel me? I appreciate you. Though.
Right.
Hey,
Okay. So how does that feel? Just like did you know that when you got out that you were gonna have the success that you're having now? Like, what were your thoughts? Did you know you were gonna be back on and popping, or did you feel like it was gonna be a process, or what?
Man, I live life like as much as I would want to know everything. Like if I don't know nothing, you feel me? Like back then, I used to try to like tell myself like, man, this happened. I hope that happened. But like I just started living it day by day. You feel me? And if anything, when I was like behind that wall, it was more of like I would fantasize. Like I would like just like make myself think of it. You know, to keep me uplifted. Your spirit low in there. You know, so I'll just be like, man, once I shake this shit, you know, hopefully like. I be even telling myself too, like, man, this is like something that catapult rappers at times too. You feel me? You know, I'm like, man, you know, I just be the hot one, you know. So like, hopefully, you know, when I get out, this should just start skyrocketing and shit. But like, I never like it was never for certain, you know. So like, man, I got so lost into your question.
No,
like,
you're
it's
good.
the first one I've been outside doing a little interview and shit. Like, I'm just like, man, you know.
And you guys, this is like one of his first interviews that he's had in such a long time. Like when I was doing my research on him, like his last interviews were like maybe like 6 years ago. So we're just so honored to have him here at the LRG headquarters. But when I was looking through your page and stuff, I saw like a lot of pictures of you in prison. Like, give me the actual tea. How do people get phones in prison? Like, I had somebody trying to hit me up, trying to holler at me, and I clicked on this page. I was like, sir, are you incarcerated? Like, how do you got a phone right now?
As much as I would want to elaborate, you feel me? Like, you know how we move, you feel me? I don't know. People just make it happen, you feel me?
I see.
Yeah,
you was doing the pictures, freestyling, and everything in there.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
keeping up with your fans, which was nice.
I had to try, you know, like I couldn't just disappear like that, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't even really spoke upon what happened and shit. Why, like, I mean, people kind of put it together.
Do you want to? Because I was a little confused.
Now we on now, hell yeah. Like, I'm off the road. They can't hold shit over my head no more, you feel me? Like,
so I'm gonna tell you what I knew. I saw that last video that you did on IG Live before you turned yourself in. And at that time I didn't even know like what was going on. But yeah, just jump into it.
Well, unfortunately, you know, like that's a tripped out ass topic, you feel me? So like pardon me if I kind of go silent real quick, cause it kind of like I guess in a sense it's crazy because people don't really like elaborate on shit like that, but I feel like revisiting shit like that kind of pinch the PTSD real quick. Or like, you know, so I just wanted to pre-apologize, but like,
no worries.
You know, I unfortunately was in a situation where, you know, someone died and I got charged for murder.
Wow.
And, and I had to go through the whole ups and downs with figuring that shit out, you know? Like, not knowing what was going to happen, you know? Like, and by the blessing and grace of God, I'm right here, you know? And it's time to, you know, like he said, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you feel me? And I feel like that light's starting to shine on me, you feel me? Like, not even on me, but like, I didn't mean it on me, I just mean it like, around me, like everything was just so dark, yo. Like I was like, man, but now like I feel like I could see shit now, like not in a literal fashion, you know, but not yet. So like I fought a 187, you know, and I just had to figure that shit out.
Yeah, so you weren't even certain that you were gonna be getting out, huh?
Oh, hell no.
So you were like literally in that place of just zero hope?
Hell no. And then, you know, like I was fighting it in Torrance, so you know how that goes. Like, you from the city? You from LA?
I'm from the IE.
Oh,
but
so
I can
you around?
imagine.
Yeah. Like, nah, yeah, but like, yeah, that shit. That's I don't know. I don't care. I don't like. I say it respectfully too, you know, like, but I feel like the toughest person on this planet will feel what I felt, you know. Like I feel like they're gonna go through the ups and downs and it's really gonna test you. You feel me? Like, especially when all you could do was keep it silent. You feel me? Like, and it was crazy though. Like it was wild. It was years of just not knowing if you was never gonna have this again. You know, like you had to like me. I'm speaking for myself. Like I had to wake up and force myself to be happy while I was devastated because I was trying to balance if I was like not gonna be here no more. You know,
and then your wife. I know she just had a baby too, and
yeah.
then just like just so much going on. The
And
peak
that's
of
my
your
second.
career.
Yeah. So like, you know, with this one, like, you know, shout out my second child. You feel me? I came home, got busy. You know, I had to double up real quick.
He's cute.
I
I
appreciate
saw
you.
him.
Yeah, I could have let my first. You know, like my first was born when I was locked up and shit. You know, I wasn't able to be here when he was. You know, when he touched down to this cold world. You feel me? And nah, yeah, you know. So like, I came home, doubled up real quick because I had to, you know, give him a partner. You know, in this life
you
that
got
we
busy,
live. You
right?
feel me? Yeah, and like. Yeah, it was just it was that shit was tough, bro. Like,
Man, I can only imagine it. It was so emotional just seeing that video of when you got out and you surprised your family. And I don't know who it was of your family member, but it was just like two people just hugging each other. They weren't hugging you, but they were just crying, just like, and I felt the emotion and just how much, you meant to your family and you mean to your family. So talk about that a little bit and just
you know,
that
like
moment.
Man, like I don't know, like it just goes back to that feeling of like, damn, that almost got taken from me forever, you know, for like when I was, and I surprised everybody too. I didn't tell nobody I was finna slide.
Yeah,
shit,
they were
you know?
like, just like,
And I had got out a couple days before that. That was like a Saturday, and we kind of quarterbacked it with me and my other nephew and shit. So like, I think I got out like on a Tuesday or some shit, and I was at the house. I didn't expose myself. I wasn't trying to be seen. I didn't want no one to find out I was out. Because I did what I was, what I was able to cut time. You know, I got my GED in there. I didn't go in there and waste time. You know, if I was gonna be in that situation, I wanted to learn as much as I was able to. You know, like there's like, man, we'll get into that later. I want to stay on topic, but like, yeah, like that spare moment, it was just like a beautiful feeling. You know, like.
You felt it. You can feel it through the video. And then your goddaughter, when you surprised her too.
Oh man,
I know she was just in tears.
That won't break me right now. There we go, pinching that little nerve. You feel me? Like that's my little shorty right there too. You know, like see, like come on, just imagine like that being taken from you forever. You know, like I mean, it sucks. You know, like I don't want because one thing I ain't a cold person. You know, so like. I know people are gonna try to flip the whole little coin and shit talking about like, oh, well, someone died or whatever, but like at the end of the day, like people brought their own actions upon themselves, you know, like But like I can never like
And it was self defense.
Yeah,
right,
for sure,
yeah.
yeah.
So it was self defense. So
yeah.
you had to do what
They
you
were trying to bang me out in the beginning, but you gotta go through the roller coaster, you know? God kept bringing up factual shit on the case and it just made it better for me, you know, like I had 4 DAs work my case. Like it was crazy. Like I was seeing shit where I was like, man, like, look, I have people, you know, that obviously, you know, all of us in this motherfucking room, you know, like got people that did time and all this other extra shit, you know, like, and I mean, as far as profanity, we're free with that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like,
fuck yeah.
Hey, like, man, I lost my train of thought again.
No, but it's just cool to just see you living your life right now. You look like you're just so full of life and light, and that's just awesome to see, honestly, because like you said, that could make or break a person. You could have came out and just like wanted to disappear, and he could have really gotten to you. But other than like your family and your fans, what was really keeping you just sane in the situation? Did you have like some really good like cellies, just people that were just...
Oh yeah, I did time with a gang of righteous motherfuckers, you know.
Yeah.
of course, there's a bunch of wild ass motherfuckers in there too, you know. But like in there, you meet some people that you can learn shit from, you know. Like
Would you
out
say
here, everybody
lifelong
blind,
friends?
bro. Like at least it felt like
Okay.
for the majority, you know. But in there, like you actually rub shoulders with knowledge and shit, you know, that I could apply to my lifestyle, you know, like
Yeah.
that I could learn from. Maybe like, you know, like I got OGs, you know, like telling me, you know, situations and shit, like where I'm like, man, like they looking at me telling me, you know, like I got a blessing, you know, like they been down for double my age type shit. And
Yeah.
then they just like, I would have never thought you made music, you know, like, but seeing how everybody reacting when you touch down to the fucking pod and all that extra shit, you know,
Yeah.
like it's like, who are you? And like I get to conversating with you and I figure you out. I'm like, man, like, so I said all that shit to say, like, I just feel like ever since I was young, I always felt like I could add something to this world, you know, in a beneficial way. Like, I feel like I got a purpose, you know. I feel like I don't want to just everybody like likes to highlight a certain characteristic. And this is obviously my opinion, you know, like a lot of people like to highlight certain, and it's usually one in particular, a characteristic that you do have in you. But like me, I try to highlight as many as I can, you know, like because all of them is who I actually am. I don't want you to know me for just one side of me. I want you to know everything about me, you know, like and I don't know. I just feel like I could really carve into this world and really make a motherfucking change. You feel me?
Hey, obviously you got a purpose. I even feel like just going back to that 6-year interview that you had with Nico and just how
Hey, shout out Nico. You feel
yeah,
me?
shout out Nico.
Yeah.
It's cool to see him in all the places that he is in now, right
Yeah.
now. You know, that's cool. Just
Yeah,
the
he got me
growth.
on 92.32. You feel me?
Yeah.
Did my first interview type shit. You
Shout
feel me?
out him.
Yeah.
But it seemed like things just kind of happened so fast. I knew you were known in your city, obviously.
Oh,
like
yeah.
so many people knew you, and when you started doing the music shit, like it just blew up.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen to a lot of people. Your whole situation doesn't happen to a lot of people. So it just lets me know that you're chosen and shit will prevail.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Yes,
Real,
let's get into the Prevail.
Yeah.
I see that you got a tour with ATM Danny.
Yeah.
But then I know that's the name of the tour. So I asked your manager, I was like, is this about to be an album drop? And then she explained it to me. What's the story behind the Prevail?
I'm back home, baby, you know, like it's time to prevail. You feel me? I feel like I said, I ain't one. And if you know me, you know me. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't with the capping. You know, like I don't ever want 1% more, 1% less. It was righteously mine. You feel me? Like, and I'm just, you know, like, but it's time to prevail. You know, like I'm back home now, and like I feel in my heart that a lot of shit was taken from me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so I got it. It's get back time. You know, it's time to prevail. It's time to really like rise above this shit. Like, it's crazy because I ain't even gonna highlight it, but someone just I got into a little back and forth with somebody and they said, I hope you don't crash and burn. And then I told them, nah, I'm gonna shine and rise. You feel me? Like, and it's time for that, you feel me? I know it's gonna happen. I feel it. Like my hands are getting sweaty right now saying that.
Like,
shit.
I mean, who gets to perform on Rolling Loud? That's such a that means a lot, you know what I mean?
Especially, and y'all see the footage, you feel me? Like they people, singing this shit.
And
you
people
feel
know
me?
the songs and everything, you
hey,
know.
Straight up.
Yeah, so that you make such a huge impact. So are you dropping Prevail like a trilogy or
yeah, that's what it is.
So it's a trilogy. So Prevail is the first one, and then what's this? Do you have the other three or the other two?
It's so the whole it's pretty much one album, and it's because I have like without to sit here and just on some real shit, I got like so much music where like
you were writing in prison.
Yeah,
right?
and it's crazy because I've only recorded maybe like 4 songs that I actually wrote in there. Like,
oh,
you
really?
know, I came home, I haven't even cracked those books open because I'm like, man, you know what, fuck it, maybe I get to them later, you know, because I really do this music shit as far as make it, you know, like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be productive with it, but now I am, you know, and I'm finna show it, you know, I ain't really with the chirping and shit, I just like to, you know, like get busy and shit, but we broke it down into a trilogy because the number behind it is like something that's special to me, you know, like not to get into like crazy detail, but like my older brother, rest in peace, his favorite number was 3 and shit. And at the same time, it allowed me to like get off all this music without just storing it because I clipped half. So like the first book got like 10 songs. Damn, can I say how much songs it got? Yeah, right. The first book got 10 songs. The second one got like 14, and then the second one got like 18.
Oh wow!
But it's all one album. Yeah,
sick.
Yeah. So like I broke it down so it won't be just one project with like fucking 40 some songs. You feel me? So And I still have another half of that. So like it's 43 times 2. I had to clip the other 43 songs to be able to drop these, you feel me? Because I just
Wow.
been
Yeah.
stacking shit. But nah, like that was a little plot behind it, and I just felt like Prevail was just a perfect word for the time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that because I think people right now are just wanting so much music from you. So I think by you dropping all of those songs and making it a trilogy is going to be really nice for the fans. You jumped right into it with the visuals. Like sometimes people be like out of the loop when they get out and stuff. Like, no, you jumped right into like the 4K. Like you jumped right into like just good shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like you never left.
Hey, I always like took a liking to that side of the this little shit we call, our I guess our I don't know how you would word it, but like this side of this shit, like the whole visual and like how you just bring life out of a song with a video, you feel me? And
Yeah.
like I mean
You've been about that.
Yeah, I always like that
Yeah.
shit. That's one thing I never shied away from is dropping some money on some music videos, cause I mean that's just really highlighting your track, you feel me? And like knowing that people like to watch it now, like that's the perfect thing to do, like you're painting the picture for them. But nah, hell yeah, most definitely. As soon as I came home, I had to get straight to it. Yeah.
Who have you been working with? What producers
Man,
were like the first to reach out? Or you just been working with a bunch of different ones right now, or you got like a solid?
no one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
like
one.
nah.
Okay.
As far as like I'm gonna just call them the usuals, like my boys and shit. Shout out my boy Lay. You feel me? Shout out my boy Thiago. Like I don't really have like I haven't. Like you guys are like the second actual thing I come out and do. You feel me? Aside from the shows I did. Yeah. So like I'm green with everything. I'm just trying to like pull up on everybody. Like what's popping? Who got something popping? I'm trying to pull up.
Okay, and then your first show, I know that you did that back in like last year.
In
was
November,
it like
yeah,
November.
Right as soon as I got off parole, yeah.
How was that?
That
just
shit was
performing
wild.
again.
Yeah, that shit was wild. That shit was like, man, I can't explain it. Like that's another thing I would just tell myself. Even like a couple of my homies in there, I'd be like, hey, bro, if you're out when I'm out, my fault. If you're out when I'm out, pull up to the show. Like, watch, I'm gonna shut some shit down. I feel it. Like, I feel it. And sure enough, like, that shit was through the roof. That shit was crazy. Wow. Yeah. That shit. When you sweating just by walking around, it's popping in that motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? Like, that shit was turned up, So, shout out my city, you feel me? LA, baby.
Shout out to your city. I saw that you were hinting at a documentary or a documentary is getting ready to come out, right?
Yeah?
So tell me about that because you definitely have a story and I know everyone wants to hear that side of the story.
Yeah. So. I just felt like putting something dope together, like, and just highlighting what happened, because I have yet to speak on it, like I haven't really like told y'all, so yeah, we put together like a little 33-minute documentary and shit, you feel me? But that's all I could tell y'all. That shit on the way, you feel me? Yeah.
Is this gonna be dropping pretty soon or?
Man, well, I hope so. Maybe in the near future, but yeah, it's a part of the whole process. It's called a Prevail documentary. Yeah.
That's so
it's part of the whole shit. Yeah.
So the tour that you're going to be doing with ATM Danny, which I know that you guys are going to be doing in August.
Hey, we can't forget Christian Cole. You feel me?
Oh, okay, yeah. What's his name? Christian Cruella? Okay, shout out him too. I gotta tap into his music. But what's the farthest states you guys are going to? I gotta look at the tour dates.
Man, I know you guys are going everywhere, like Texas and shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the furthest? Oh yeah, Texas, Colorado. I just did Colorado. Shit was crazy. Yeah.
That's go.
Utah was crazy too. No cap.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited for everything that you got coming your way. The question I also want to ask was, what was different before you got locked up that when you came out and you were just like, what the fuck? Like,
damn, it's crazy because
their FaceTime. I'm just kidding. There's FaceTime before, but
nah, hell, no, I wasn't going that long.
Yeah, I know. Like, but what was like a thing that you're like? What's
I feel like
AI. I don't know.
Yo,
ChatGPT.
On some real shit, I feel like everything. I feel like it wasn't. I wasn't gone for a long time, like that should, like. But the little time I was gone, cause like when I caught my case, I completely tapped out with everything. I was just trying to, like stay focused. But
yeah,
like when I came home, I was like, man, I felt like everything was different as far as like even like the whole internet shit. Like everything just had like a level up. Like the TikTok shit booming and shit. Like I wasn't even on TikTok. Like,
yeah,
I still ain't. I'm still trying to get the gist of all that shit. But like Nah, I feel like a lot of shit. Yeah.
Who was running your page? Whoever was running your page.
I don't say
Oh, you was
names,
running.
but nah, my
I
shorty and
love
shit.
that because
Yeah.
it was almost like you never left. Like
Nah, yeah, she,
the
hey, you
post,
know,
yeah. I love
man,
that.
hey, shout out my shorty and shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out your wife really quick.
Straight
How
up.
did she's been with you through this whole situation, even before that. Just talk about, you guys' relationship and
Man,
how
that
she
shit.
held you down.
Man, it's and I don't know, man. It's so hard to explain, but like I'm real appreciative of this woman right here. You feel me? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like another thing. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers try to shy away from and shit, but like, I really feel like when you got someone solid in your corner, it do make you a better person and shit. You feel me? Like, I done did everything to this woman right here. I did everything to this girl. You know, like, and but I'm like, I wouldn't want to wake up to nobody else and shit. You feel me? Straight up. Yeah,
Love
straight
that.
up.
I love that. I love that. And it's great to just see unity. Like one post that I saw on your Instagram, you were saying like, if you have someone that you know that's locked up, 15 minutes means the world to them, just calling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and how much that means to like a person.
Well, yeah, because you could lose your life in there in a second.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I mean, sometimes you don't know what we going on, what we got, what we may have, you know, going on in there. Like where that phone call, you know, you never know if that shit gonna be your last. You feel me? Like so.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, like I ain't trying to justify nothing for knowing this shit. I know people gonna be like, oh, well, why'd you put yourself in there, whatever the fuck. But like, I mean, you know, like in there, that shit do get rough. You feel me? And a phone call, that shit could really bring you up ASAP and shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I love that. So with the since different, how would you describe your sound? Has it changed? Has it evolved? Are you still, the stuff that we heard from the mic performance that you just performed right now was super sick.
Hey,
Yeah.
for real, for real?
Yeah, no, that was super
Hey,
sick. Yeah, I can't wait for that to drop. But do you
It's about to
see?
drop.
Yeah,
That's
I know
fine.
you're about to drop very soon.
Hey, this is my favorite part. Dropping music and shit. You feel me?
Yes, and the music videos, and the music
Yeah.
videos. But how would you say that the sound has changed, or do you feel like it's the same sound that you're
Hey,
trying to
look,
get?
like I feel like my music changed with me as a person and shit. You feel me? Like, of course, I could like put myself in like a pair of shoes that I own, like metaphorically, obviously, but like that I own in 2010 and write some shit about back then, or like some shit that maybe one of my folks got going on. Like, but like I just feel like it's growing with me. Like I'm giving you, like, I'm pretty much just one thing I always did was make music about what I'm going through and shit. You feel me? Like and
Relatable.
maybe like on the next project, not this one, because this one's full of just shit that I'm going through and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but on the next one, I want to try to make music for the people. Like, I want to sit back and try to construct a body of work for people. Like, every time I'm in the booth, it's always like, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about shit that's going on to me and shit, you know? Like, and people relate to it and shit, you know, because of where I'm from. And, you know, I shout out to God for that, you know? Like, but, I mean, it's growing with me and shit, you know? And I feel like, if from A to Z, like from the production side to like me growing as an artist, you know, like I ain't just like rapping and shit, you know, like I'm really like one thing prison also brought out was no matter how much you try, I'm not saying I did it, but like you could only hide so long. Like you can only like fake who you are so long. And like seeing that, like getting back out here, I'm just like, man, I'm letting every feather fly, you know? Like so yeah, more or less, like it's growing with me and shit, and I just can't wait till you guys hear that shit. You feel me?
Wow. And then you said that when we were talking about the story, you went and you, like you said, I saw you working out in there, but you ended up getting your GED.
Yeah, I got my GED. Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's why I came home early. Yeah.
Wow. So you were just to work and I'm sure reading a lot and stuff. Like, what other ways were you passing time?
Man, just you know, like as crazy as it sounds, like being programmed, like always like having something coming, like as far as like a schedule, like you get fed at a certain time, you know, like you're looking forward to like something changing, whether it's them popping open the doors for you to go to school or like for chow or like day room for bottom tier, top tier. Like there's always like shit happening where the days be flying by in there. Like unless like you going through something, that's why I say the phone calls are so like key, you feel me? Because like usually it's like, damn, like it feels like a fucking eternity, but the days are actually flying by and shit.
Wow.
But like those days that go slower, the ones is when you going through some shit where you're like, man, I need this motherfucking car. Like I didn't, aside from my shorty, because I had a kid and like obviously for her well being and my mama stayed with me and shit with us, like I wanted to make sure the house is good and shit. But aside from that, I wouldn't really call, like, because when I call, like, that shit kind of like break me and shit. I'm like, man, I'm like hearing you, I'm thinking about y'all now. Like, I'm over here in like warrior mode, but like when I call, it's just like, oh man, like, you know, like, so I didn't really like to do it, but yeah, like, I don't know, I lost my motherfucking train of thought again. You feel me? Like, it's just so much shit to tell y'all and say where I'm like, man, like.
We gonna hear all on the albums, okay?
Hey, yeah, straight up.
There's 3 of them, you guys. There's so many different songs.
Yeah.
He's prevailing. He's doing his shit. He's here at the LRG headquarters. He was at Rolling Loud. He's got a tour coming with ATM, Danny, and what was the other guy's name again?
Christian Coelho.
Christian Coelho.
Hey, but I call him Christian Cole, you feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't met bro yet. I'm excited to meet him, but yeah, I hope you don't mind me calling you Christian Cole, you feel me? It sounds tight.
Yeah, that's a sick ass name. But thank you so much, Devour. Like, again, you not too many interviews, but you came and you showed some love to the Indie as Fuck podcast, so that means a lot. And yeah, you got a story, and I'm looking forward to that documentary.
Hey, y'all want to know something? Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
Thank you.
But y'all want to know something? It's
What's
crazy because when I was wilding this shit when I was younger, I used to stay wearing LRG and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
And, I mean, fuck. It's probably not the right thing to say, but like, my favorite logo was a Hustle Trees one. That's when that caught my attention.
Oh, yeah. We still, we
so I was
crazy
like,
with the
man,
Hustle
I'm over
Trees.
here hustling trees. That shit makes sense to me. And I like green, so I was like, man, that's how I started rocking with y'all. Like, when I was young and shit, like, I was telling bro right here that we have old-ass LRG pieces. Like, I'm talking about years ago.
Wow.
So, maybe when I pop up again, I'll probably be dripped up in some old-ass LRG.
Please do. Please do.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to lace you with all the Hustle Trees and all the other shit. Like, we have so many drops, so.
Nah, but I said that to say, you know, it's I appreciate y'all having me, you know? Like, from wearing that shit years ago to, like, being here with y'all, you know, that shit dope as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. To many more of these moments with you, Devour.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Yeah.